Hello friends, we are facing corona infection threat nowadays. So I think you all will be agree with me about this image. The person is saying to a lady that I don't carry water anymore, it is hand sanitizer, right? So what is important for us today is hand sanitizer. What are its contents, why it is used, etc. So today we will discuss about antiseptics and disinfectants. For learning convenience, I have divided this lecture into two parts. In part 1, we will discuss few definitions. What are properties of ideal agent? What are their common mechanism of action and factors affecting their activity? And then we will classify antiseptics and disinfectants. Now, if we define these agents, agents which inhibit or kills microbes on contact, particularly on living surfaces, they are called as antiseptics. And on inanimate objects like instruments, they are called as disinfectants. So antiseptics kills microorganisms from living surfaces, while disinfectant kills or inhibits microorganisms from inanimate objects like say instruments. Germicidal agents or germicide, that is a term commonly used for both antiseptics and disinfectants. Some other terms that is important is sterilization, disinfection, decontamination, sanitation, etc. So such sterilization means complete killing of all forms of microorganisms, including spores, while disinfection means reduction in number of pathogenic organisms up to a level which cannot infect a person with normal host defense. While sanitation and decontamination terms are used for removal of organisms, or we can say microorganisms, from inanimate objects, we can surfaces and environment. Now, if we talk about ideal antiseptic or disinfectant agents, what are the properties they should have? Firstly, they should be less expensive, or we can say cheap, non-staining with agreeable color and odor. They should have sedal action, so they should be effective. They should have ability to kill the vegetative forms of all pathogenic organisms. Also, they should have wide antimicrobial spectrum, means they should be lethal to bacteria, virus, protozoa, fungi. They should be active in presence of body fluids and tissue degradation products like say blood, pus, tissue debris. They should have high penetrating power, quick action. So they should be effective even with brief exposure. And they should be chemically stable also. And they should be compatible with other antiseptics and disinfectants. In addition, if you are using these agents for disinfection of surgical instrument, the instruments are made up of metals. They should not corrode the metal. As well, they should not cause local irritation or sensitization. Particularly, we are talking about antiseptic agents. Also, they should not interfere with the healing process. And if at all they are absorbed into systemic circulation, it should be devoid of serious toxic effects. Now, spectrum of activity of these agents, majority of the antiseptic or disinfectant agents, they have wide non-selective action, but few of them, they are acting selectively, like say chlorhexidine, gentian violet, acryflavine like agents, they are more active against gram-positive organisms as compared to gram-negative organisms, like silver nitrate, also more active against gonococci. Antiseptics and disinfectants, they act by some common mechanism of actions like the oxidation of bacterial protoplasm, denaturation of bacterial proteins and enzymes, increasing permeability of membranes, or we can say having detergent action. Some factors which affects their mechanism of action or their activity are like say temperature and pH, contact period with the microbes, nature of microbes which are involved, presence of blood, pus and other organic material at the site, and also the size of inoculum. Antiseptics and disinfectants potency is decided by phenol coefficient, or we can say Riedel-Walker coefficient, which is a ratio of minimum concentration of test drug which is required to kill a 24-hour culture of B. typhosa in 7.5 minutes at 37.5 degrees Celsius to that of phenol under similar conditions. This test usually applies for antiseptics acting on living surfaces. Therapeutic index of this agent is decided by the concentration at which this agent acts on microorganisms compared to a concentration which causes local irritation, tissue damage, or we can say interfere in the healing process. If we talk about the most effective method to prevent transmission of infection, that is hand washing. Regular hand washing without any disinfectant minimizes the side effects such as drying, irritation, and sensitization of the skin. Even simple cleansing with soap and water is less damaging than antiseptics to wounds because the use of topical antiseptics has been reported to delay healing to some extent. Now, the various antiseptic and disinfectants can be classified according to their mechanism of action or according to their chemical characteristics. Here, we have classified both ways. Agents which act by precipitating bacterial proteins, they are aldehydes like say formaldehyde and glutaraldehyde. Phenols like phenol, cresol, resorcinol. Alcohols, yeah, ethyl alcohol, isopropyl alcohol like agents. Heavy metal salts like silver nitrate, silver sulfadiazine, and calamine lotion. Other class which act by oxidizing the sulfidyl groups of bacterial proteins are chlorophores like sodium hypochlorite, chlorine, iodophores like povidone iodine, tincture iodine, oxidizing agents like say hydrogen peroxide and potassium permanganate. Next class, that is altering the properties of bacterial cell wall. Cationic surface agent, chlorhexidine, cetrimide, miscellaneous agents, dyes, acryflavine and gentian violet like dyes, and others like nitrofurazone and boric acid. Now we will continue this lecture in part 2. Thank you. Stay safe.